Randy Lamb. I live just outside of Morgantown on what's called Little Lamb Lake. It's our family estate that my father developed in 1940. I had problems with my roof that I'd put on 20 years ago, and so I started looking, and I knew I wanted metal roofing. And I talked to several people. I got 3 different bids, and a friend of mine recommended Cornet Roofing. That he had had it done over, they live on a lake over 3 miles from here, and were very, very pleased with it. Said you ought to give them a try. So I called Cornet. It was very low key. A couple of the guys that came were really pushing, boy, now if they could give me these discounts and everything if I maybe sign up today. But the gentleman that came out here looked at it. I warned him it's a 12-12 pitch roof, which is a pain to work on. And he said, no problem. And so he said, let me just show you our product and our variety of products, and I'll let you decide. And there was no hard sale. But as soon as he brought the stuff out, his material was much, much heavier. The gauges I was getting was 28 gauge, I believe. And the one guy said, but we could up you to 26 gauge if we really needed to. And he says, we do 24 and nothing but 24. And I thought, well, why not get the better roof? Well, I was really interested to watch. I worked on putting the first roof on this thing, and it was like pain. It was 12-12 pitch. These guys went up and like, it's unbelievable. Just never even slowed down. They took the old roof off, and it was unbelievably how clean they did. I've seen other roofs when they peel them off, there's nails and stuff laying around. They eventually sweep it up. At no time was there any trash left any place at the end of the day. Now there's some while they peel off, obviously. By the end of the day, before they left for the day, and that took them 4 days to do everything, and by the time they left, it was absolutely, it was cleaner. A friend of mine said it was cleaner than before, so that ought to tell you something. But, it was amazing to watch. The equipment they had for it was absolutely geared to what they were doing, and I sat and watched. I'm good at watching work, but I sat and watched the thing for the whole time, just amazed at how these young men went all over this 12-12 roof. Machine came that rolled out the roof. I was fascinated. It was like a giant gutter machine, but it made these pieces of roof that are probably 2 feet wide with these ridges and locking seams, and just an amazing piece of equipment. And if he needed a 28-foot piece, 6 inches, he made me a 28-foot 6, and it just fit perfectly. And the 2 men that were in charge of the operation, Levi and Ramon was the foreman and Levi was the superintendent, they really knew their stuff. Levi was in charge of rolling out the roof, and Ramon would give him the measurements and running through the machine to make the folds. And it was just fantastic. It was a modern miracle of mechanization to me. It was really cool. I love the fact that it's standing rib with no exposed fasteners. It's wonderful, and that way there's no lines, no bumps, no places where they put silicone to cover up a nail head or anything. And the way it snaps together just absolutely amazed me. I was really impressed. It's great. We had, I think we had about 3.5 inches of rain, and I thought, okay, this is gonna be like going out in my barn, which is just a sheet metal roof, and it sounds like all heck breaking loose, but no, not a sound. It was as quiet or quieter than the roof I had on before. Well, I'm 74 now, and I hope to get a lot more than that, but my son will be the new resident when I'm gone. And I didn't want him to have to, in 15, 20 years, hopefully I could make it most of that, to have to suddenly turn around and put a whole new roof on this. This is I think it's 40-some squares of roofing here, and so it'd be costly to repair or replace. And so this gives me the good feeling that I'm going to be able to send it on to my kids and grandkids with a safe and a long-term roof that they will be able to enjoy for a long period of their time. And Cornet, I'm not doing this for any kind of remuneration. I'm doing this because I believe in the product. I could sell anything I believe in. I could not sell. I'm not a salesman. I taught school for 40-some years. I could not sell something I didn't believe in. But this roof, I have already told 3 friends that are thinking about either re-roofing or building new homes that they need to definitely get at least a bid, and they can decide whether or not that fits in their budget. But it's not cheap, I'll tell you that right off the bat. But it's not any more expensive than most others either. And with the long-term advantage, you could get a shingle roof cheaper, but you're getting a 20-year roof. And this, I'm thinking this is going to be, well, my lifetime and then some, probably 50 years. I think it's got a 40-year guarantee on the paint. So I have recommended it time and again to other people, and I would never hesitate to recommend Cornet Roofing for the entire experience. Some groups come in and they put the roof on in one day and you're really happy and it's done and it's cleaned up and gone, but I don't think it would be put on with any more professionalism or any more care to detail than this roof was put on. I'm doing this totally because I believe in the product and because I think it just makes me so proud of my home. I've always been proud of it. This was a dream of my wife's and mine, and it came to fruition, but I couldn't afford to finish up the roof the way I always wanted a metal roof. I thought that'd be the longest term, and I paid the price for it. I got a cheaper roof, but 20 years later I had a new roof, and now I've got one that's going to outlast me, and I hope a long, long way into my next family.